Hello, I'm Symons, CEO of Equip Super. The 1st of July marked the beginning of my tenure, and I'm genuinely excited about the future of Equip Super as we begin this next chapter together. As CEO, my focus is on continuing to build on the strengths of our fund and making sure we keep delivering strong, sustainable outcomes for you to achieve financial freedom in retirement. We have a clear opportunity to use the deep experience, capability and resources across our group to support you through every stage of your retirement journey. Over the past year, we've continued to focus on the areas that matter most to members, including delivering enhanced member education, guidance and advice services, providing greater support and confidence to help you make informed decisions and achieve better retirement outcomes. Competitive fees, supporting better value and helping more of your money stay invested for your future. And lastly, and very importantly, outstanding investment performance, helping deliver strong long-term outcomes for you, our members. I'm proud to share that our long-term performance has been recognised in the latest SuperRatings results, with our Growth Plus option ranked 3rd out of 13 funds over 10 years in the SR High Growth Survey, and our Balanced Growth option ranked 11th out of 39 funds over 10 years in the SR Balance Survey. To hear more about this year's results, I'll hand over to Darren Rosario, our Deputy Chief Investment Officer.
I'm very pleased to report that we've delivered another year of outstanding returns for our members. For the financial year, our MySuper default option returned 9.37% and our Growth Plus option returned 11.35%. Importantly, our returns have also been strong and consistent over the long term. MySuper has returned an average of 7.82% a year over the last 10 years. This is a great outcome and a reminder of the importance of staying focused on the long-term investment strategy, even when markets face periods of uncertainty. And investors have certainly had a lot to navigate over the past year, including trade tensions, ongoing geopolitical conflict and inflationary pressures. A defining event has been the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. As a major oil supplier, any disruption has impacts across the global economy, pushing energy prices higher and flowing through to transportation, manufacturing and agriculture, all of which have costs to rise across the global economy. This has resulted in increased market volatility as expectations for inflation, interest rates and growth continue to shift. While growth has slowed, the global economy has remained more robust than expected. In the US, corporate earnings have generally held up well. Additionally, AI has been a persistent factor driving a new wave of investment and has become a major contributor to global equity returns. The challenge for us as investors is that performance has been increasingly dependent on a handful of stocks driving a large portion of market returns. And at times, underlying fundamentals have been largely ignored, leading to companies being overvalued. Such an environment brings both investment opportunities and risks. That's why our focus isn't on chasing the latest isolated market trends. Instead, we take a balanced approach, investing across different asset classes, sectors and regions. We believe diversification remains one of the most effective ways to capture various opportunities, while helping protect members from the unexpected market events. Here at home, the Reserve Bank of Australia's actions have helped ease inflation pressures, but have also weighed on economic growth. This, coupled with Australia's relatively limited exposure to large cap technology, has meant the ASX has again materially lagged overseas equity markets. The federal budget was a key focal point during May, with the proposed changes to policy weighing on sentiment. More broadly, the task at hand for the RBA is challenging as they juggle weakening domestic conditions and inflationary pressures. Looking ahead, we believe there are several key themes that will shape markets and investment outcomes over the next financial year. First up, interest rates. These will remain a key driver of markets as investors watch inflation, which is above target in many economies, and will ultimately direct central bank decisions. Secondly, investment in AI will continue to create opportunities, but requires the monitoring for risks of overinvestment. We are, however, seeing signs of growth extending beyond the AI sector. Thirdly, earnings growth is critical moving forward. We expect earnings growth to remain strong. However, we're conscious there's the risk of disappointment if this expectation isn't met. Lastly, geopolitical tensions and global uncertainty are likely to continue to influence market volatility. The conflict in the Middle East is changing daily. The war in Ukraine is yet to be resolved, and relations with China need close monitoring. The midterm elections in the US later this year will also be a key focal point. We believe our strategy is well placed to contend with the uncertainty pervading market sentiment. In this environment, the active management approach we employ takes advantage of market opportunities that may present and helps manage the ever-present risks. Diversification, as we've noted, is also critical as we endeavour to deliver a consistent pattern of returns. Above all, our focus remains on what matters most, helping grow your super over the long term, and a disciplined approach aimed at delivering more consistent returns.
Thank you, Darren, for taking us through this year's investments results. As you've heard, these outcomes reflect the strength of our investment approach, the discipline of our long-term strategy, and the expertise of our investment team. I think they show our continued focus on helping you achieve strong, sustainable outcomes over the long term. We know investment markets will continue to change, and periods of uncertainty are part of this journey. But our purpose remains constant: to help you feel confident about your financial future and supported as you plan for, move towards, or live in retirement. If you would like to discuss your super or your investment options, please contact us and speak to our team. Thank you for watching.